Hey there, Video Psych here for one more video tonight. And of course, I decided to talk about this for a bit because I just think that some people have speculated, things like, why, people shouldn't have outright, child love dolls, even though, there's plenty of, let's say, TPE dolls that look like I would say kind of look like children anyway, but moving on from that. And, just things like, making child porn legalized, etc. Just in general, just as a whole. And so I guess my first point would just simply be if they, for any reason, made it legalized, what one thing that would happen is that there would be people out there forcing kids to do this pornography for money. And they would just keep on uploading it to, let's say, places like Pornhub, X videos, and, just all the popular porn sites, etc. And they're just going to go after one kid after another, and it's actually in a way going to make kidnapping of children a lot, I would say probably a lot more often. And although the reality is that at the moment as is, you actually don't have to worry too much about your child being kidnapped, although it is, of course, take every caution you can take, of course. But if they made child pornography legalized, this is something that you would seriously have to start worrying about. They would more than likely take away your child and force them to do pornography. And they probably would not like it, of course. And another thing, of course, which I've said before, which is quite simply that, especially when it is just a minor kid, not a teenager, etc., there's a big chance that they, one, don't even know what sex is, and two, they don't want it. Just quite simply, just don't. And let's say you're trying to do something on a bit on the lighter side, like just doing something artistic, like drawings or, animation. Well, again, I understand that this, of course, isn't outright doing the act, but at the same time, even though this might, let's say, help a few pedophiles with a release, as they might state, this, of course, will only make the problem worse. Because then these people are going to, get more used to, this being a thing and have an addiction. And then next thing you know, they're going to the real pornography anyway. And then that's going to make it so even more of these kids are actually getting kidnapped and forced to do pornography. Because after they've seen the animations and everything, now they also want to see the real thing too. And so then it's just going to kind of turn into this ugly little pattern. As you might, see. But just kind of moving on from that, I would say that those would be kind of the biggest reasons why they shouldn't make it legal, is because of just reasons like that. And no, I'm sorry, but making artistic porn of, child pornography does not help pedophiles, become not pedophiles. That's just not how it works. And just like I said, it might help with maybe a release, but this also just doesn't really change anything. You are not really helping anything by doing this, by making this kind of pornography. And so, I think I had another point, but I just can't really think of it at the moment. Let me think for a moment. Oh, God. I would say that's probably the biggest reason. So, you know what? I guess I might just end the video. And if you guys want to talk more about it, because there are, I'll say, a few more outstanding reasons for it. And so I'll just end it here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night.